A small boat leaves jetty A to travel to jetty B 276 meters away on a bearing of 240. A steady current of 2.5 meters per second runs in the river between the jetties on a bearing of 130. If the small boat travels at a constant speed of 6.5 meters per second, determine the bearing it should steer to reach jetty B and how long will the journey take. Okay, so let's start the diagram with A here and north. Okay, so 240 is down there. So we've got 240. And this is where B is. And this is what the boat absolutely has to do. However, there's a current coming this way. So now we know that that is 130 degrees. We also know that that's 2.5 meters per second. Now, what the boat has to do in order to get to where it's going is the third side of that triangle, like so. So this is the 6.5 meters per second. And we don't know the speed along here. It's something we're going to have to find. Do not put the 276 on there because that's not a speed, and therefore you just mix in units on the diagram. Now, this would be 120 degrees here, which makes this one 60. If that's 130, that makes that 50. So that whole angle is 110. So if I draw out the triangle that we have here, we've got 110 degrees here, 2.5, 6.5, and what we really need to know is R, and we need to know theta. So, to find R squared, can we use the cosine rule? Let's just have a look. So yeah, we'd need to use the cosine rule. So 6.5 squared is equal to R squared plus 2.5 squared minus 2 times R times 2.5 times cos 110 degrees. And so we solve that for R. Let's just solve it. Got the calculator sitting here. So action, advanced, solve. What have we got? We've got 6.5 squared equals x squared add 2.5 squared minus 2x times 2.5 times the cosine of 110. And we'll go for that. Probably should have gone back to decimal. So let's just do that again. And clearly it's going to be the 5.21. So it's 5.21 meters per second. So the time taken would be the distance 276 divided by 5.21. So 276 divided by 5.21 is 52.97. Let's call that 53 seconds to the nearest second. Now we'd like to know this angle theta as well. And sine theta over 2.5 is equal to, sine theta over 2.5 is going to be sine 110 over 6.5. So if we do 2.5 multiplied by sine 110 divided by 6.5. That's 0.361. So sine theta is equal to 0.361. So theta is going to be the inverse sine of that. So inverse sine of my last answer is 21, approximately 21 degrees. And so the bearing is going to be, so look at the diagram, 240, add that 21, which is 261 degrees.